Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom. I think I'm caught up now. This is the predictions preview video for this weekend's championship games. Obviously I'm way behind. It was a 3-game week. So the review I would normally have done on a Thursday was then delayed by a travel day. So the review came out yesterday, so you can check that out if you've still got time to catch up before the games actually start. And then it was my birthday yesterday, so I didn't fancy doing 2 videos. So it is 8:37 in the morning, and hopefully this will be up by just after 9 a.m. We're going to go through all the championship games. I won't go super forensic. There's a bit more info on where teams are sitting in the last review, so you can check that out. So we'll try and get through, get my thoughts going, and get this out before the games actually start, and then we'll be back to normal. I'm off to Derby, West Brom, probably in about an hour or so. So all a massive rush, but hey, the joys of going on holiday, it's all worth it, isn't it? Game number 1, top of the league, Leeds United visit Stoke. So amazing how the fixture computer manages to throw this up. We've got a top against bottom. Sometimes we don't get them all season, they avoid each other. But only 5 games in, and it's top against bottom. Leeds looking really good in first position. Only points dropped were at home to Forest. They could have won that one. They could have had a clean sweep. But 3 wins in 4 is fabulous form. Everything looking very settled. The first 11 all looking good. I think there might be a problem with Dallas, so we'll see what happens at right back for Leeds. I'm pretty sure Bielsa will just go to the standard 11. Other than that, and the bench worked in midweek, didn't it, against Brentford? The options of Nketiah and Helder Costa made a difference in the win over Brentford. Stoke, bottom of the league, 1 draw, 3 defeats. Jack Butland in horrible form in midweek. They've already leaked 10 goals. The thing that the stats are throwing up, though, that will work, just give them some confidence, is that they're just making stupid errors, and actually they should be getting something out of these games that they're losing. We'll see if that comes to pass today. You remember after Spygate, it was this fixture last time, and Stoke got the win. Not sure I see that happening today. You've got one very confident team in machine-like fashion, knowing exactly what it is they're doing against one team who kind of knows what it is they should be doing, but it's just not quite working at the moment. And will Nathan Jones get the chance for the extra time for it to click? Can really not see anything other than a Leeds win. Today, well, they're like this and Stoke are like they are. It only really looks like going that direction, doesn't it? Game number 2, Swansea in 2nd versus Birmingham in 8th. Swansea, though, also on 10 points like Leeds. Absolutely brilliant start. I worried about McBurney and James going, and then back up here, Ayew and Baston to fill those spots. This is the Sunday game, so I guess this one will be televised as well. Blues in 8th. Not bad start from them. 2 wins in there, draw and a loss. A bit hodgepodgey, really. They had a kind of battering against Forest, didn't they? They had that weird League Cup defeat with a lot of players rested. They had a really great win against Brentford, but literally went nowhere near the goal and still managed to win. So there's no real pattern to the results yet, like there is with Swansea. Lots of exciting signings and lots of talk about Villalba and Crowley and Sunjic and Jimenez in the midfield and Jimenez up front. I think Swansea are going to win. I think they're going to keep the ball better than Blues, given it's in Wales, and they seem to have enough threat up the top with Selena and Ayew and Baston, like we mentioned. So let's go for that top two to just keep on winning this weekend. Fulham in third play Forest in 13th. 3 straight wins for Fulham. To think I was worried about them after the Blackburn game with the pattern of play, and a very, very scary performance versus Millwall in the week. They are going to be super, super confident after that. 2 straight home games as well. Going to be interesting to see how the first 20 minutes of this pans out, because if Fulham score in that time, then yeah, it could be a long day for Forest, who are in 13th. Steady, stable team, if not spectacular. Only the 1 win so far, but then that was a really good win against Birmingham. Sorry, I'm being really boring today in terms of going with the favourites, but after that game on Wednesday, how can I not go for Fulham to keep the ball, create a load of possession in midfield with Kenny, Hansen and Arta, and then Mitrovic, Cavaliero and Knockout to take the chances up front. Don't know if Forest can withstand that, but then Forest did go to Leeds and draw. And Leeds, the table will say are better than Fulham at the moment, although we'll see by the end of the season where both sides finish. Let's go for a Fulham win, and I'm afraid my predictions are a little bit favourite heavy at the moment. Game number 4 is Preston in 10th versus Sheffield Wednesday, who are in 4th place. Wednesday have got 3 wins so far, and again, they could have had the clean sweep. They played against 10-man Millwall there, but it was a good performance by Millwall to defeat them in that one. I don't know if I'm underselling Wednesday, but solid with pace out wide, experience. I spoke about Swansea taking the good stuff from their previous manager last year. Looks like Sheffield Wednesday have done the same, because when Steve Bruce arrived, he made them very tight. He put all the experienced players back in, and they went on that great run there. And you know, a couple of good additions in Harrison, Murphy in the summer in the wide position. Preston, 2 good wins and 2 close defeats, so they could be higher as well. Let's buck my trend here of going for favourites, because I assume Wednesday are the favourites with the bookies. So it must be quite tight in this one. Let's go for a draw in this one. Preston will probably have more attempts, but Wednesday do seem to make their quality count. So we'll go for a draw in this one. Game number 5 is Charlton in 5th versus Brentford in 18th. I bet this will be a really good game, I would have thought. Lots of nice passing in this one, I should suspect. Charlton creating and scoring lots of chances so far. None more than Lyle Taylor, scored in every game. Looking good at the Valley as well. Brentford down in 18th. Bit of a slow start, but like I said in my review video, I think they're towards their first 11 now. Let's go for Moneyball Brentford to win this one. Keep the possession. Maybe we'll have some Ben Rama influence as well. Been waiting for him to get started. Let's go for an away win there, Brentford to beat Charlton. Game number 6 is the one I'm going to be at. Derby down in 14th actually. West Brom are 6th place. West Brom slowly mobilising, aren't they, into Bilic's team, and if you have 2 points per game and you're slowly mobilising, then you're looking pretty good. Quite excited if Pereira and Austin start today. Not sure that may happen, but looking forward to. I think they're going to be first teamers going in there towards the end of the season. Derby down in 14th, like I said, no win in 3 since that excellent opening day win at Huddersfield. I hope this game doesn't go all European and both sides sit behind the ball with 2 European style managers, successful European style managers actually, both of them quite big names. Let's go for a scoring draw in this one, I hopes. Game number 7, Hull down in 17th versus Bristol City in 7th. 7th must seem a familiar position for Bristol City fans. Seems they were there for months last season. 2 straight wins though. Is this the start of the first Lee Johnson streak of the season? We will find out. It's a new looking team. No Pack, no Webster, no Kelly. They've all gone. 3 at the back now. Rowe down the left. A Phobie up front with Vyman. I quite like the look of Bristol City now, and excited to see what happens with Masengo, the young midfielder. Hull only one win so far at home to Reading. Third home game in 4 as well, so they want to make this count because no doubt there'll be a run of away games to follow a run of home games. If you can keep Bowen and Grzycki quiet, and I suppose if you're playing 3 at the back, will they get in behind if you're 2 attacking? Who knows? I guess the formations might dictate a lot of this in keeping them quiet. Let's go for Streaky Lee to win again. They'll keep Bowen and Grzycki quiet and make it count up the other end. Let's go for a Bristol City win there over at Hull. Game number 8, Borough down in 16th versus Millwall in 9th. Millwall, who had that hiding, didn't they? All about bouncing back now, but Neil Harris does have the options to rotate a little bit this season, particularly out wide and up front. So maybe we'll see a couple of different players in the criticism from Millwall fans last time out. Was the block too low? Did he concede too much possession? Maybe they need to get a bit more on the front foot, and they'll probably be a bit less scared of doing that at Borough than they would at Fulham. Borough got their first win over Wigan in midweek. They want to build with their second straight home game. I think Millwall will be after them. I think the points will probably be shared in this one. Game number 9 is Blackburn versus Cardiff. Blackburn, nice turnaround. Again, it's strange, I was worried about both teams after Blackburn versus Fulham, but Blackburn, nice turnaround. Stuart Downing in the team, Danny Graham in the team, League Cup win, the catalyst, and we have 3 straight wins in all competitions. Look tight at the back, which you cannot say about Cardiff, who have shipped 6 goals in their 2 away games so far. So I think surely Warnock will go tight in this one. I know there's a few injuries in Cardiff's squad, but it should be good enough. Let's go for a low score, maybe even a 0-0. Cardiff going to sneak a goal from a set play. It's either going to be 0-0 or Cardiff are going to win 1-0, aren't they? Probably be totally wrong. Let's go for a Cardiff win. I've backed Cardiff a few times and it's not worked, so we'll stick to that trend, and hopefully Blackburn fans will hope it doesn't work again. Let's go for Cardiff, a tight away win there. Warnock shutting it down. Game number 10, Huddersfield down in 23rd, played Reading in 15th. I'm quite high on Reading now. 3 at the back, Ajaria and Swift, Pele in that midfield. Lots of options up front, Zhao and Puskas and Maite, and a wounded Huddersfield looking messy. No Moy, no Wins, no Boss. Let's go for a, maybe not surprising, but let's go for a Reading win. Probably completely get turned over, but just be nice to see a team come from the bottom, make a good couple of signings, and be a little bit more upwardly mobile this season. Huddersfield do have a lot of quality though, so it's all about Reading catching them at the right moment before they do mobilise to what will surely be a higher position than 23rd, let's just say. Game number 11, QPR in 19th versus Wigan in 21st. QPR no wins since the opener. They will fancy this one, you would have thought. Though Hugel has a couple of goals though, the big loan signing. Wigan just so bad away. They're slipping low and more in up front in this team. I know Morsey came back, didn't he? I'm going to go for a QPR home win, I'm afraid. Go with the favourites. Again, if it was the other way round and up at Wigan, I might say something different, but let's go for Rangers and Warburton to get the win here. And the final game is the 2 automatic teams from last year in League One. Barnsley in 20th versus Luton in 22nd. You'd say Barnsley had adjusted just slightly better. They had that good win over Fulham and only a late equaliser against Charlton. So that shows they're good at home as well. Luton getting into good positions and they're not winning games. They had the lead against Borough, didn't they? Had the lead against West Brom. Drew and lost those ones. They were drawing against Cardiff and lost in the 96th minute, didn't they? I like Luton, but I've got to go with Barnsley in this one, I think, being they do seem to be a team that's better at home than away. So let's go for second place last year in League One to beat first place last year in League One. I've got that right, haven't I? Let's go for Barnsley to get the win in that one. So, rushed through a little bit today because I want to get in the car and get off to Derby. Let me know what you think of the predictions. Get your own in, and I do apologise. Not a lot of times I watch this before the games, but hopefully we'll still get the views, and I still wanted to put the video out. Like I say, get involved in the comments. If I don't predict your team to win, it doesn't mean that I'm not a nasty person and that I hate your team. I just a bit of fun, isn't it? And trying to figure out what's going to happen in this mad championship as the narrative kind of crystallises as we head up to game number 10, where we can make a bit more of a sensible judgment about this. We're all kind of in guessing game mode as first 11's really settled down, especially at the back end of the 3-game week. And I should have written down, I think there's a few teams on for a perfect 9 points, isn't there? Leeds can do it, can't they? Swansea can do it. Fulham can do it. Wednesday can't, can they? Can anyone else do it? Someone will do it. Bristol City can do it, can't they? Blackburn can do it. So yeah, real good chance that we're going to get some 9-point weeks as well, which are absolute gold dust in the championship, aren't they? Right, thank you for watching. Follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom. If you're here for the first time, this video normally goes as a live stream on Friday, so well worth hitting the subscribe button, ringing the bell for notifications, and you can support me on patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. It'll always be free here on YouTube, but like I say, if you enjoy what I do, you can support there and help me out. It's like the equivalent of buying me a pint every month, just helps out with tickets and travel, whatnot, as I work forward towards hopefully my dream of being able to waffle about football for a living. Thank you very much for watching. Off I go to Derby. Check out the review of that. Check out the match experience. All sorts of more content. We'll do the full review tomorrow. So just stay tuned. Get involved in the comments and see you very soon. Over and out.